Avengers Infinity War.
Avengers Infinity War. Okay. His name is Thanos. Okay, and which may be the apt word I can use. Do you remember me? Do you remember this? Is it correct or is there any other word?
Recognize, sir.
Yes, do you recognize this? So, do you recognize this is the correct term? Okay, that for just for recalling, I am using this one. Do you recognize? Because why should we use do you recognize? So why should you use the word? Why we should not use recall? Devadashni?
The picture is the stimulus, sir.
Picture is the stimulus. Yes, since picture is the stimulus, we have to use the word recognize. We should not use the word recall. And remember is the generic term which includes the both. So the specific word will be uh, recognize. And that's what we tell we have to use specific instructional objective. So whenever we write objective for a class, we will be writing in the third year, a lesson plan you start writing in the third year. So the lesson plan, the beginning of the lesson plan is specific instructional objectives. So we have to use a specific word. Recognize means recognize. Recall means recall. Okay. I want to say a little bit psychology about this. Can you connect any psychology behind this Thanos? A little bit of psychology in this. Do you know this? Yes, Thanos. Can anyone remember? Can anyone tell? There are many films based on psychology, and it goes to blockbuster. And in Tamil, we have Chandramukhi. Uh, what is another Onion? Onion. I do not know in the other languages. Like it may be dubbed in some other languages. Onion, Chandramukhi, and then Surya. That he will be getting memory loss. Now, what is that film?
Gajini, sir.
Ah, good. This is coming very fast. Kanjini. I think other students from other states also they can remember these films, which based on.
तारे जमी पे
Huh?
तारे जमी पे आमिर
Or
खान movie.
is there any
तारे
psychological?
जमी पे
What is the psychological basis of that movie?
sir, actually there is a student who understand any letters opposite.
Okay, okay. That's, because students teaching and learning process is there in origin.
No, sir. He's actually interested in he means art, sir, not in education.
Which one in Tore Jamin Par?
Yeah, yes, sir.
I think I have not seen that film. Maybe if you see, we can.
Sir, in child is having dyslexia, sir.
Huh? Titus, sir.
Dyslexia, sir.
Dyslexic, sir.
You are referring to which one? Dyslexic means.
In Tare Zameen Par, the child is having that disease.
Okay, okay. Whether that film is related to any education part?
Yes, sir. Sir, it
Yes,
is
sir.
actually
Sir, child basis, sir.
actually in Andhra Pradesh, we have based on that movie we have a lesson in Hindi, sir. Tare Zameen Par, that time also in Hindi.
So Kiran, no, what does that in summarize the movie? What does it tells to us? Sorry, Jamin.
Sir, in that
mean,
the students
student education, what they are interested in, we have to focus on what they are interested.
Okay,
And
okay.
Based on that, we have to nurture the
Good,
students.
good.
Like
Okay,
that.
that is also based on psychology. Okay, in that way only I am saying. Tare Zameen Par includes that also how based on the interest of the students we have to nurse the students. That is the summary of that movie where in which a teacher can utilize it in his or her own class. Okay,
Yes.
likewise, I am not knowing the other words of these films in Tamil like Onion or Ghajini or Chandramukhi. Many things it will be in other languages also. These movies have also utilized the psychological basis, and this Infinity War, Avengers, they have also uh, used psychological basis, and that is from Sigmund Freud. Can you say the Sigmund Freud's theory? Just name the theory, not the theory. Do not explain the theory. What is the theory of Sigmund Freud? Do you know this? Sigmund Freud. Have you heard the name Sigmund Freud?
Yes, sir.
Yes. In what context you have heard the name?
Sir, continuous and unconscious mind.
Good, good. That is what psychoanalytic theory. So subconscious, conscious, unconscious. So or otherwise, we normally use this word the ego and superego. Normally we use the word ego, whether we are not using it or not, superego or not, we use the word ego in daily life. You have more ego, you are egoish, like these words and all we will be using. These words are given by Sigmund Freud. And I'm not going in detail about this theory, and he has used two words. One word is Thanatos. Thanatos, from that only this Thanos has come, film icon, Thanos. It has come from the word Thanatos, which was given by Sigmund Freud. And that is the psychic energy which destroys a human. Suppose normally sometimes we think of negative, no? I cannot do this. I am not able to do this, unable to do this. Otherwise, some people are there in our life which we know that they will destroy others. They will be having ill thinking. There are as like movie, there are few people in life which have like Hitler, a man who destroyed millions of Jews. Therefore, the Thanatos is more in him. That psychic energy called Thanatos is more in Hitler. That is why he destroyed, really destroyed, he killed many people. So Thanatos is the energy, psychic energy of destroying others. And opposite to this is Eros, E-R-O-S. Eros is the life energy, which uh, which uh, which is in positive side. These two words he used, Thanatos and Eros. From Thanatos, this villain's name has come Thanos. Okay. Just these are the links under which the film is based. Okay. We'll move further. I have taken this only for the word recognize and nothing else. Just I want to say the connection between the psychology. That's what this childhood and growing up, which we are seeing is based on psychology, a part of psychology, which our teacher educators they have to know, teacher Chinese they have to know about this. So that's why I wanted to connect that with them. So, and what is this? Maithili? Maithili there? Is Maithili there? Janani? Is there or not?
Yes, sir.
You tell me. What is this? Use generic word. I'm not asking the answer. What it relates to our class. Madhumita? Anyone?
Recognition, sir.
MCQs, sir.
MCQ. MCQ also recognition. Both we will accept. So this is also recognize the word. Also, and another thing is MCQ. Both belongs to the previous one, and this one belongs to recognition. And this is multiple choice question. And multiple choice question belongs to recognition type of remembering. Okay. Even this is the part of last class. And we were knowing about the remembering process. The first step in the lower order thinking skill. Okay. So with this, we move to the the word we the remembering ability. It encompasses into these two things: recall and recognize. Apart from this, there are few other words which are kept under the ability, the lower ability, the lower skill remembering, and those are I'm telling, or list out is also the another word. If you are listing out, then it means that you are in remembering process. List out. Identify. Just if you are identifying something as a metal, something as a non-metal, identifying something which which will be floating in water, identifying something which will be submerged in water. Like if there is a wood will float in water. If you take some iron piece, iron ball, it will submerge in water. You are identifying the things which will float in water, which will submerge in water, or you are identifying some elements as metal, some elements as non-metal, or you are identifying something which conducts electricity. So it goes on, So if you are doing these processes, listing out, identifying, it means that still we are in that remembering ability. Remember, naming. Can anyone construct a question with using this word? Liana? Can you tell me a question using this word?
Identify the correct option regarding to Vygotsky theory from the following, like that we can make.
Very good. Nandini, can you use the word name and create a question? Nandini? Just you tell me a question using the word name. Yes, Nandini is there?
Yes, sir.
Just first you say yes, then you can answer the question. You are not saying yes anything. I do not know whether you are there or sleeping or just connected and went out. Preeti?
Can you please name some of the toys?
That's all over. Can you name anyone scientist? Name anyone psychologist? Name the scientist who discovered gravitational force. These are the questions. Okay. These are the words which you have to use in objective also. Even for questions also. See if you if you know these words, you can. It is utilized for two things. One, for writing the objectives, writing the instructional objectives. The other one for creating the questions, or we can tell test items. Therefore, it is that much importance. All our classes, even my class, it is based on objectives. At the end, we have to test it. For testing, you have to use the same objective. Whatever objective you are writing for the class, these are my objective. My students have to know about the Benjamin Blooms. That is my objective. At last, I will test the same objective in the form of questions. Therefore, these words which we are learning now, like recall, recognize, list out, identify, name, all those things, it will be useful for the uh, our writing instructional objective and also testing whether these instructional objectives have attained or not. Okay. So select also comes under remember. So there may be many words which comes under this, but I am giving some few examples under remember ability. That is the first step in cognitive domain. Recall, recognize, list out, identify, name, select, etc. Okay. Or which are equivalent to these things. Whatever word that also may be finding place in this, which are equivalent to these terms. That also you can use. Not restricted. Why I am telling this is it is not restricted only to these 6 words. Don't think that these only 6 words it comes under remembering. It may be also few more, but it has to be fall in this category under the conditions which we are spelling. Suppose I will tell one example. Can create comes under this? Create. I'm telling the word create. Can it come under this? Remember?
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
No, it won't come under because create is the highest ability, and that word we cannot use under remember. So creating is more. It's a high in the HOTS. It is the last. It is the highest category. You cannot use the word create in remembering. So why I'm saying this is if in class if I say only 6, you should not think just only these 6 words you can use. You can use any number, any word, but only it should come under the remembering ability. Using that word, we have to remember. That's all. Okay. I will be telling a few words for all the ability like remember, understand, analyze, apply, create, all those things. But you have to, whenever you are writing instructional objective or whenever you are going for creating test items, you can use a word which is similar to that category. Any word you can use. I am going further. I am building personality. Can anyone say a few about explain about this term personality?
Unique ability, sir.
Good. Personality is unique ability. Yes, correct. That is correct.
Behavior and quality of a person, sir.
Yes. Huh? One more time, Preeti.
Behavior and quality of a person, sir.
Behavior and quality of a person. Okay. Varshini, any answer from me?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Any answer? What do you mean by personality?
Characteristic way of thinking, feeling, and behaving, sir.
Good. I think ma'am thought this word, personality. Ma'am has said, Purnima ma'am has said in class about this word.
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Actually, personality, the word it has come from Latin root, which means mask. Okay. The word is it's not actually personality. The word it is borrowed from Latin. It's not originally in English. It's borrowed from Latin, and there is a science of it, and that science we call it epistemology. It's a subject. It is a discipline. Epistemology is a discipline which is the studies on origin of words. Epistemology is as like psychology, as like physics, as like chemistry, as like mathematics. Epistemology is a discipline which sees about the origin and meaning of words. based on epistemology, persona comes from the Latin root. Persona means Latin. In Latin, persona means mask. Okay. Even in modern days or in olden days, what they will do while acting, they use mask. Even in child, we will take a mask of lion or tiger. We will put on our face, and then we will threaten our friends or parents or neighbors. As a kid, we do that. So even in a drama, a person will be acting. They will be using mask because the person may be acting as a king or queen or soldier or whatever, beggar, whatever it is. They will be taking the appropriate mask and they will put on the face. Okay. But what happens is, normally in life, I may be a person who leads a normal life, but I'll be acting in the drama as a king. Therefore, I use the mask as a king. In a daily life, I am penniless. I don't have any money with me. I am beggar. But in the drama, I'll be acting as a king or queen, whatever it is, using that mask. So this mask, it shows me as a different person other than me. The character in normal life, other than not in a drama, in the real life, I may be whatever. I may be a beggar. I may be a normal man. But in the drama, in the real life, I'll be acting as a king or a queen. Therefore, this mask, with the mask, I not only suppress my feelings, but I will show an entire different character other than me. Therefore, the word persona, it has a larger meaning, as you have said. It is a character. It is a unique character of a person. So the word comes from this mask, from persona to personality. It has come. So it means that it is, if you want to go a good definition by Gordon W. Allport, psychologist, personality is a dynamic organization within the individual of those psychophysical systems that determine its characteristic behavior and thought. He has given a wonderful definition. Personality is the dynamic organization within the individual. So you let us break it to understand this definition. It's a dynamic organization, which means that personality is not static. That one which moves, it is a dynamic organization. Where it is in the individual. What is composed of? What is the dynamic organization is composed of? Yes, you can tell me. You can say psychophysical. It is composed of psychophysical. There are two things. One is the sociological phase. The other one is the physical phase. Our personality is composed of two different domains. One is the physical domain, in which you see me, you can see me as a physically. Whenever I act, you see me as a sociological being. Man is a social animal, that tell. So one part is physical, the other part is through our behaviors. You can understand our social part. You can understand how one behaves in the society. So the personality is not static, which means it is dynamic, and also it composed of two things. One is the physical, the other one is the social things, and it will be giving its own characteristics, behavior, and thoughts, and which is unique to individual to individual. What one's personal, the personality of me is different from you. If you're 40 in our class, if you're 48 in our class, all 48 will be having different personality. So that is unique behavior. Okay. And there is many definitions for personality given by psychologists. I will say one more definition, which is given by a Cattle. Cattle. He defines personality a little bit. He is not giving all these jargons, all these words. Use another phrase. If you tell how a person behaves, then that is personality. And just simply he put it. If you tell me how a person behaves in a certain way, then that is personality. He says like that. He does not use all these words: dynamic, psychophysical, characteristics, all those things, all those words he didn't use. He used simple definition. If you tell how a person behaves in a certain way, then that is personality. That's all. Okay. I think there are similar proverbs in English also. Can you tell link to this personality in either proverb in English or any language? Language is not about. I mean, you can tell in Hindi or in your own language. Is there any other term which links to personality?
அகத்தின் அழகு முகத்தில் தெரியும் sir.
Good. Yes, this is also one of the personality. How can tell in English? The face is the index of the mind. That's what she told in Tamil. The face is the index of the mind. In Tamil, it is Agathin Araga Mugatil Tere. So, if a happiness is there in me, I'll keep a smiling face. If more of happiness is there in my soul, in my heart, if I am more worried, I cannot hide. Even if I smile, it will be a dry smile. I will hide something. I am hiding it. Okay. And there are similar things like this. Tell me your friends, I will tell about you. It's like an English proverb. Suppose if you want know about me, uh, if you know my friends, then you can tell about me. That's what the proverb says, which means that we will move to the person who have the same philosophy of us. If I have good habits, if I have good intention, if I am positive, I'll be moving with a person who possesses this. See, friends are we will move with the friends who have similar ideas of us. If we are 48 of us in a class, but all the 48s may not be moving. Just if you are going for a birthday party, we won't be taking 48 of us. We will be taking 2 or 3, 4 or 5. Maybe number differs. Somebody may not be taking anyone. They will celebrate alone. Someone they won't tell the birthday also, and someone take 4 of us, 4 5 of us, which means that those 5 or those 3, if we are taking them to Thiruvaran celebrating our birthday party, which means that we share the same ideals. Okay, these are the different definitions of personality. What I mean is here comes our Bloom's domain. Even though I explain many things which I am telling in psychology, don't think we are moving apart from our psychology. Suppose there is a question in the question paper: define personality. Okay, define personality. What do you tell? What is your answer? I am asking the question before you. Sneham, define personality. Sneham, is she there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not shaken, not shaken. Vidashni, J.
Sir,
Define personality. Just define Priyadashni. Now, whatever you tell, we will accept.
Sir, behavior and character which define a person.
Okay. If you are telling like this, can I put mark for you? I am telling personality is a dynamic organization within the individual of those psychophysical systems that determine his characteristic behavior and thought. I am expecting this answer. You are saying some other answer. Can I give mark for this?
No, sir.
I cannot give. Whether your answer is right or wrong. Just others also can discuss whether the answer is right or wrong.
Right.
Answer is right.
It's
We have to give mark.
Keywords.
Keywords are missing. Okay. See, that is what where as a teacher we have to think. Even in asking the question, also there is a wrong. How the question has to be. If I expect this answer given by Gordon, how my question has to be.
definition of personality by Gordon.
Yes, that is the correct question. If your teacher experts, if the teacher expects that we have to give the definition by the Gordon, we have to ask the question, define personality by God, given by God. Like that we have to ask. Just if we are asking question, define personality, I have to give marks for all the correct answer. For all the answers which is coming nearer to the definition. It can be given by anybody, or it can be given by the own individual himself or herself. Even the student himself or herself, they may write the definition. It may not be like the psychologist, like all these jargons, all the technical terms. Without the technical terms, they may write whatever they understood, they may write. Okay. If you are giving your own definition, that is called as defining in your own terms, which means that you have understood the concept, which means that you are in the second level of cognitive domain. You are in the second level of cognitive domain. Okay, are you understanding? See,
Yes,
if
sir.
if you are giving the definition as given in the book, what is this called as? If you are giving the definition as given in the book in the examination, it is called as. Just tell me. It is
Markup
called as remembering. It is called as remembering. You are in the process of remembering. If you are writing your own definition in the exam, it means that
We have understood, sir.
we are in the process of the second level of LOTS, lower order thinking skill. You have moved one step further. Just if you study, you remember and you write the definition of God and all put, you are in the process of remembering. But if you are giving some other definition, also it's correct. It's not that whatever you write is correct, but if the answer is very near to the word personality, then it means that you have moved, you have understood, you have internalized the concept. That is why you are giving the definition in your own words. So, just defining as given in the book is the skill of remembering. Defining in your own words is the skill of understanding. So understanding is a little bit more than that. Okay. Now, what does this word means? Translate. Versioning.
So converting.
Converting. Surabhi? Surabhi is there? Surabhi Kumari? We do not know whether the persons are there or not in this virtual class. Just if you join and go anywhere in the world, we cannot see. Shantini?
Sir.
Yes. Translate. So as far as we are concerned, if you see the word translate, it means that we are converting which is given in one language into another language. Yes, that's what we do. Normally, that's what we learned in schools. Suppose if there is a question in our language, if you see this word, which means that we have to translate from our mother tongue to English or from English to mother tongue, whatever it is. Like that only we are doing. But it also possesses. I'm not telling in that construct. Translation of from one language to another. That's what we learn. I think there are few other. The word does indeed a word possesses different meanings, but it with the context we should understand. Suppose if we see the word in our question paper in our school as in our high school, and just pertaining to a language class, what we do is we translate from our mother tongue to English or from English to mother. That's what we have learned so far. The other meaning of translation is somewhat high. What I mean to say is, what I do is translation, and now what I'm doing is translation. I think you may understand. See, I have something in my mind. I have something in my mind about our class, and that is what I am translating to you. The words, the ideas about the Benjamin Bloom's taxonomy, which I have in mind, I'm telling to you. Or otherwise, that's what I'm doing translation. This also means translation. It's not this word is not a simple meaning. One is which I have learned in school. The other one which I am saying now. What I do now is I am translating my ideas into words before you. That is also translation. But anyway, let us not go to our school. That also what I am telling now also. Because we are in the process of the second skill, the second ability. Rather than the word skill, let us use the word ability. Ability is the correct term. We have finished. Remember, we are in second word understand, and in understanding there are defending in one terms is understanding, and another word is translate. Translate is if you are doing translation, then it means that you are in understanding process. This translation, it is not with the language to language translation. That is something high. If you are translating from English to Tamil, it's not a simple thing, and that is a little bit difficult, and that is not in the second ability. So don't take that in this ability. And also don't consider what I also said that I am translating. I am a teacher who converts its ideas into words. That is also translation. Don't take that also. These are more. The ability is much more. It is not in the second skill. Second ability in the remembering process. Let us just have an example. This is translate. E is equal to mc square. So what does this tells? Soumya, what does this tell? E is equal to mc square means? What is this tell? E is equal to mc square. Anyone?
Einstein equation.
equation.
Einstein equation, sir.
Yes. Correct only. Aishwarya, tell.
Sure.
So E is equal to mc square means what is the E?
Einstein is energy, sir.
Energy. M.
Mass
C.
and speed of light.
That's all. If we say these things, then we have translated. That's all. More than this, there is nothing because we are in the second ability. Translating from one language to another, and as a teacher, what I am doing, those things are higher ability, not comes in understanding. And this one, it is the process of making water reaction. Hydrogen and oxygen combines to form water. You may understand better if it is like this. Two molecules of hydrogen reacts with one molecule of water to produce two molecules of H2O. It's still better if you put in this way, but this also translation. The translation which we mean here is this one. That's all. The symbols are converted into words, or words are converted into symbols. That's all. Which it's not going beyond this. If it is going beyond this, then it is not LOTS. It may be we may land in HOTS, higher order thinking skills. We may move to another other abilities. Just it is as simple as if you say E equal to energy, if you say M is equal to mass, or H is equal to hydrogen, or O is equal to oxygen. That's all. With that it ends. With that the understand skill ends. It's not going beyond that. In lower classes, how do we learn addition in lower classes? Say second standard or first standard or third standard. How we have learned addition?
Fingers, sir.
Yes, any one of you?
We use our fingers to count, sir.
Yes. We use our fingers to count. Any other example?
Objects, sir.
Objects. Little bit explain. Just extend your thoughts. How you have learned addition through objects?
By
counting
shapes, sir.
Shapes. What our teacher will do? And just I will example. Just two pencils they give to me, to the child. They will give another two pencils to the child. 2 plus 2. I will be having two pencils in my hand, and I will be having another two pencils in my hand. Just I have to literally count 1, 2, 3, 4. And what is the total? It is 4. And this is translation. This is very simple. Just for addition process in lower kindergarten classes, just what we use is we will give some objects for counting, and therefore they can easily understand behind that. So this is what this translation means. This is also lower order thinking skill. As I have cautioned, don't go beyond this. Otherwise, it will land upon the higher abilities. So now you are seeing an image. Can you tell a little story about it, Harsha? This is what this image tells to you, Harsha.
Sir,
Yes.
a person is talking to a sculpture
Yes. Why?
because no one else is there to talk with.
Therefore, he is talking to sculpture. When someone is talking to a sculpture, what would have happened to that person?
Not
Sir,
conscious.
maybe
No response will be there, sir.
Maybe he saw the different things.
Drunk, sir. He is drunk, sir.
Maybe
Experienced.
that's why.
Unstable, sir.
That answer is he drank something, alcohol. After he drank alcohol, he lost his awareness. He's not aware of himself or others. So he thought that there is somebody, and therefore he's talking. That's what the person who has drunk, they will be doing like that one. They'll be talking theoretically to many people, to trees, to sculptures. That fellow, since if I lost my self-awareness, how do I know about others? So he lost his self-awareness. He is talking to the sculpture, and if you are in this in these words, if you could get this, then you are in the process of interpretation. You are interpreting this image. So the answer, the full-fledged answer is, the person is talking to a sculpture. Why he is talking in this? He has lost his self-awareness. Why he has lost his self-awareness? Because he has drunk alcohol, which has suppressed his brain activities. Okay. Then if you are doing this, then it means that interpretation. Okay. Interpret means a little bit you have to go beyond. Interpret comes under understanding. If you, it's a little bit higher ability than remember. The remembering is the lower ability, and if you go beyond that, and if you try to analyze the situation, it means that you are doing a little bit higher, then that is interpret. Yeah. Then you have to say me, Kirtiga. What it tells to you, Kirtiga? Either Kirtiga is there? Yes, you say yes. Bhavya?
Sir,
Hmm.
a graph it shows
A graph, that's all. Okay. I don't know how many of them are there physically seeing this class. If we call someone, they are not at all. Just you can say yes, whether just if you say yes, which means that you are attending. That's all. Answer is the second thing. If one question is asked, which means that I am alerting. If you say yes, which means that you are listening the class. If you are not telling answer, that is different. You have to understand. Sridevi,
Yes, sir.
can you build further? What is all about this graph?
It tells about the absolute zero state. Sorry, sir. The absolute zero temperature.
How do
the
you get?
energy is very low.
How do you get that absolute zero temperature?
Here it is given, sir. The x-axis denotes the temperature. That minus 273 is absolute zero. So.
How do you get that minus 273 as an absolute zero?
They have encircles.
They have?
Encircle that, sir.
Oh, good. Since they have encircled, wonderful answer. Okay, it goes like this. We know that a centigrade scale. A centigrade scale is tentatively created. How it was tentatively created, a centigrade scale? Do you know that? Centigrade scale is one. It takes water's boiling point as 100 degrees centigrade. The freezing point of water as kept as 0 degrees centigrade. It is a tentative scale. It is not a real scale of temperature. Centigrade scale is it's in taken water as a standard, and they have kept the boiling point of water as 100, and they have kept the freezing point of water as 0. The scale is built upon this. and somebody wants to know, they want to know how, when you keep on cooling, where does this goes? And that somebody is Kelvin. He wanted to know, if you keep on cooling a substance beyond zero, what will happen? That is what this graph. If somebody cools beyond, this is what we have learned in lower class, maybe in 10th or somewhere it would have come this graph. So you can see the right hand side is the higher temperature, the left hand side is the temperature goes less. Beyond 0 degrees centigrade, if you keep on cooling a substance, and we cannot directly do it, but what they have done through a graph, they have extrapolated the axis, not the, I'm not mentioning x or y axis, that line they have extended, and that line, it touched the x-axis at minus 273, and Kelvin announced that minus 273 is the real scale for temperature, or otherwise it is called as absolute scale of temperature. It is not depending upon any substance. The scale which starts with 0 is called as Kelvin scale, to honor the scientist Kelvin. Why? Because it does not depend upon any substance as like Celsius temperature. It only depend upon the real nature of all substance. And achieving that is difficult. Physically achieving that is very much difficult. But how they have arrived through mathematics by applying the laws of the graph. I think they have read all this in high school. They have extrapolated the line to touch the x-axis, and the touching point we call it as 0 Kelvin. Okay, if you do this, there is a word for this, and that is called as extrapolate. And extrapolate comes under understanding. For that only I am giving this example. Okay. Now we will go for understand. Can you Gladio, can you see what are the words we have seen for for understand? Shaili?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the words for understand what you have said so far. Not remembering. Irina?
Yes, sir.
Tell the words what we have seen for understanding.
Translate,
Translate. Good.
interpret, extrapolate.
Okay. One more is there.
Define.
Define. Not just define. How we have to give the definition? As given in the book or something else? Now you can say. Defining in your own words. Not as given in the book. If you are defining as given in the book, what is that meaning?
Remembering.
Remembering. That ability will come. Lower ability. If you are defining in your own terms, that means understand. Translate, we have seen now. Interpret, we have seen. Extrapolate. Okay, these I have explained in the class. There are also few other words which comes in understand. Suppose if you give examples, then that comes under understanding ability. If you give examples of Bloom's taxonomy, or metals, or any substance, then that is called as cite example. Just give examples. Any concept, just give examples. Just give me an example which consists of 4 sides. What's the answer?
Square.
Square. Yes. It's an example for a geometry which consists of 4 sides. Okay, like that it goes. So if you give an example, then that means that you have understood what is a square. Unless and until I understand a square, I cannot cite example. Even if many people just read, mug up, or what we say, the rote memory. they will read it from the book, which means square belongs to a geometry with 4 sides. Then they will write whatever they have read in the book. That's all. They won't go beyond that. The other than this square. There may be few also other example which may give for the geometry which consists of 4 sides. What are those? Can we say any other example?
Rhombus.
Rhombus, square,
Parallelogram,
parallelogram, yes,
quadrilateral,
correct, quadrilateral, Karthikeyan,
Sir,
yes, any more example can you tell? For a geometry which consists of 4 sides. Have you flight kites in your, now also you can do that, no? Have you had the experience of flying kites, Karthik?
no, sir, right.
எப்பா இது வரைக்கும் ஃபிளைட்டே விட்டது இல்லையா நீ அந்த கைட்டே விட்டது இல்லையா அதுதான் கேட்டேன். See the kite, it's a geometry which consists of 4 sides. Kite that also comes under this. So I think we have 5. Let us finalize. One is square, parallelogram, rhombus, quadrilateral, and kite. Quadrilateral is the full term for this.
trapezium, sir.
Trapezium also.
Trapezium. We should.
Rectangle.
What is it? Correct, rectangle. We should not use the term quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is the name given to a geometry which consists of 4 sides. That is the question. We cannot use the term quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is the umbrella term which encompasses all the things. Give example for quadrilateral. If I have to ask, means I have to ask what is the geometry which consists of 4 sides. I have that much lengthier question I have to ask. If I have to shrink the question, I have to simply put it cite examples for quadrilateral. That's all. Okay. In quadrilateral, now we will refine our answer. Square, parallelogram, rectangles, rhombus, trapezium, kites. I think 6 has come. All the 6 are the examples for quadrilateral. Okay. If you say these things, now we have understood the concept. What is quadrilateral? I think you may follow. Just if you read it from the book, we cannot say all these things. If you read it, and if you are only having rote memory, just only from the memory, we cannot tell these things. If you are in a little bit above than this, if you are understanding, then you can tell all these examples for quadrilateral. Okay. Even for another thing is differentiation. So if you could able to differentiate, between cognitive domain and affective domain and psychomotor domain, if you're able to differentiate, which means that you are in the second ability. If you are going beyond the remembering process. So differentiate, classify, distinguish, all these words comes under understanding. Okay. So I think I have a little bit explained the second ability. With that, we wind the class. We will continue this in next class, maybe Tuesday also, in our PTM. These are things which we have to remember. These words, that's why I have given. Always again, I tell that these are the not words which are limited. Whatever suitable to understanding ability, we can put all those words. In class, we are telling these are the example which comes under understandability, and more related are those words also you can use. which comes under understanding process, not going to higher order thinking skill. It is more than remember, and it is in less than HOTS. If that words fit in this, then you can utilize this for writing instructional objective and for taking test items, which we call it as questions. The other name for question is test items, through which I am testing the level of understanding of students. Okay. Okay. Thank you all. We'll meet in next class. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.